Coming up on Duck TV News, the Ducks football spring game brings in more than just fans.
And how people are reacting to a UO student's YouTube video.
All this and more tonight on Duck TV News.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Jeff Mercado.
And I'm Casey Pechan.
Now, many of us have been shaken by the incidents in Boston this past week. Our first story tonight takes a look at what the city of Eugene is doing to prepare for the annual Eugene Marathon. We'll also hear firsthand the experience of an Oregonian who ran the Boston Marathon.
Citizens and runners of Eugene are concerned about the security measures for the upcoming marathon. The Eugene law enforcement is partnering with the National Guard, UO Security, and Fire EMS to prepare for the Eugene Marathon. Although concerns are high, the Eugene Marathon organization has received an outpour of support from runners and the residents of Eugene. Race director Richard Maher explains the runners' feedback for this race.
They want to get right back out there, be involved. Nothing's going to keep us from marathoning.
Registration numbers have stayed consistent with last year's, and no runners have dropped out of the race after the Boston incidents. All participants will also be wearing black ribbons in honor of the victims, and a moment of silence will take place for the city of Boston. Tom Titus is amongst the Oregonians who ran in the Boston Marathon. This was Tom's 5th marathon, and he had been planning Boston for over a year. He described his reaction following the explosions.
It wasn't, of course, until some minutes later that we could hear the sirens, and then there were emergency vehicles just coming from everywhere. And people, I was noticing people, there was no panic around me, and no one really, I think, understood what had happened in my immediate vicinity, nor did we.
He plans on joining the crowd to cheer on the participants for the local marathon this weekend. Tom sends a message to the city of Boston.
I can just say that it's easy to be angry. It's not so easy to forgive. But we just have to.
Boston celebrated last Friday as the second bombing suspect was taken into custody. The Eugene Marathon events begin this Friday. Tom and the organization encouraged the community to come show support for Eugene and the victims in Boston.
2008, 2012, and now 2016, the city of Eugene is making it a three-peat for the track and field Olympic trials. The 2012 trials this summer brought in around $30 million in revenue for the city of Eugene.
It brings a lot of people to town. That's number one. And since we are the fun thing to do on the weekend, it's always great to have more people in town. People were really excited to see real-life track stars because, you know, Eugene, track stars.
The Olympic trials gathered around 22,000 people in Eugene in 2012. Business owners are expecting to see the same results in 2016, and Eugene will continue to uphold its title as Tracktown USA.
The U of O community has another sport to be excited about in the coming weeks. Football is back, for the spring game that is. The Ducks will play the annual spring skirmish game this Saturday at Autzen Stadium. The game benefits Food for Lane County and recognizes U.S. Armed Forces. The admission fee for the game will be 3 non-perishable food items. Food for Lane County received a record 72,000 pounds of food at the last spring game and hopes to collect even more this year. Saturday's spring game will also be the first appearance for head coach Mark Helfrich since the departure of former football coach Chip Kelly.
Also on campus, Matt Knight Arena is receiving an award for leadership in energy and environmental design. The LEED certification is being awarded by the U.S. Green Building Council. The arena is the second building on campus to receive Gold LEED award, and Lillis Business Complex was the first building to receive Silver certification. Matt Knight received Gold due to its energy and light efficiency, water usage, and other sustainable strategies within the building.
A YouTube video made by UO students has gained over 2 million views since it was released last month. It's stirring awareness over the controversial topic. Stephanie Essin has the story.
Here at the university, Cinema Studies majors Samantha Stendal and Aaron Blanton created a video that went viral in response to the media coverage of the Steubenville rape case. Many people were outraged how the story revolved around the perpetrators' lost futures rather than the victims.
The video shows a man placing a blanket over a passed-out girl and leaves the audience with a powerful message.
Real men treat women with respect.
Samantha was inspired to make this video after seeing how the Steubenville rape case was reported on CNN.
Football players, very good students, literally watched as they believed their life fell apart. One of the
What really scared me about the coverage, especially of the Steubenville rape case, is just how sympathetic they were to the futures of the boys who raped a girl, and there was no discussion of how it might affect her future.
Samantha says that she hopes to continue to do more films on this subject and give a voice to victims of sexual assault. For Duck TV News, I'm Stephanie Essin.
Thanks, Stephanie. To view the entire video and read more of the comments, visit Samantha Stendhal's YouTube channel.
Another group of students is working together for a cause. They are fundraising for the living with the help of the living dead. Humans vs. Zombies is a game of moderated tag played at schools around the nation where human players must defend themselves from a growing zombie horde, armed with Nerf dart blasters. Last year, Undead Oregon raised over $1,800 for the Red Cross through player sponsorships. Players find sponsors who agree to donate 10 cents for every hour the player is alive during the week-long game.
The best part about the game is that it brings them all together. And so we have a great community of players. I mean, we have 30 mods, and we work our hardest to make this a reality on campus.
This spring's game starts the 24th and ends the 5th of May. For more information, visit Undead Oregon's Facebook page.
The Warsaw Sports Marketing Center at the U of O is celebrating its 20th anniversary this month. The revolutionary program was the first of its kind, offering students first-hand experience to compete in the sports business world. The program continues to have success, having over 3,200 students enrolled in the program over the past 3 years.
Well, that's all we have for you this evening. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at DuckTVNews for more news on the campus and community. I'm Casey Pechan.
And I'm Jeff Mercado. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good night.